All right, guys. Just a quick tutorial on how to get your kicks to sound a bit punchier. So the most common thing that I see people do to make their kicks punchier is usually have an EQ like this and basically just boost the low end with a low shelf like this. So let's have a listen to the kick without the EQ real quick. So it's got a nice attack to it, but it doesn't have any body, and we are trying to bring out that body. So this is what it sounds like with the conventional way of EQing kicks. Sounds better. It definitely has more body, but we are also bringing out some of that unnecessary sub. And as you can see in the meters, it's just adding unnecessary amounts of volume that we don't actually need. So the alternate method would be to take an EQ, actually take out some of the low frequencies. So take a low pass filter and sweep it really high. Now that you swept it high, you just work your way back until you find the fundamental frequency of the kick. There. To me, that's the fundamental frequency. So if I bypass and unbypass the EQ, it doesn't change the sound too much. Now, what I can do now is that now I know 53 hertz is the fundamental frequency. I can take this EQ here and with a narrow Q, just boost it. Like, let's say 6. There you go. Without it. With it. And if you notice, the meters are not clipping. So not only have I added a lot more low end, I don't have any mud because I've gotten rid of the excess sub that I don't actually need, or that I would get using the conventional method. And I'm doing a smaller boost than I am here. So this is like 9.5 and this is 7 dBs, but I'm getting more low end, which doesn't make sense, but it's just how it works. So let's compare those two. The low end is just a lot more solid, a lot more tight, and it even sounds bassier, even though I've taken out the bass. Another thing you can do to enhance it just a little bit more is use something like max bass, R bass, or some sort of sub bass frequency enhancer. And just usually, because in this case I'm looking to bring out some of the subs, so let's say about 60 hertz, and let's have a listen to see what that sounds like. Nice. Without it. With it. Just a little bit more low end in there. By the way, you will need headphones or speakers to hear this properly. Let me bypass both of these plugins. So original sound. And now with the plugins. Now the old method. And switching back. You can see how much better that second one sounds. It's got the punch and it's got the body, but it doesn't have any of the mud, and it's not unnecessarily adding more gain in frequency ranges where it doesn't actually need it. Hope that helps. Nice one.